We are these days in the beautiful days of the month of Adar, as we learned many times, Misha Nichnas Adar Marbe Misimcha. We're really getting close to Purim. So today, let's say one word about the idea of Purim. And we know the great miracle of Purim, we all know about it, that Haman, Russia, discussing with Achashverosh the king, and together they make that decision to annul the Jews. And the Gemara is talking about what was something so bad that the Jews did that they deserved, unfortunately, such a horrible decree. As we know, yes, later the Jews prayed, fasted, did all what they can do, and it was changed. As the Gemara says, it was changed mimavet l'chaim, from death to life. But why original? Why such a horrible decree? What happened? What did you wrong? The Gemara says, Shalu Talmidov, Rab Shimon bar Yochai, the Talmidim, the students of Rab Shimon bar Yochai, asked him. The Gemara goes back and forth. I'm not getting into all the details. Learn the Gemara yourself. And I'm sure you know the Gemara. But one beautiful line that the Gemara says, you know what the reason is? Nenu misudato sheloto rasha. That's the words of the Gemara. The cause of all this was because Nehenu, they benefited from the feast of this Rasha. And for that, this is what was the cause of this decree. The $1 million question being asked, maybe it was not right, maybe it was not appropriate, but such a harsh decree for that. What was the problem? They maybe ate not kosher food. It's not right not to eat not kosher food, but somebody eats not kosher food, he deserves death. What was the big problem there? Especially as we know, they went there not because they wanted to go there, they went there because they were invited by Achashverosh, and they felt that if they go to tell him no, he's going to be upset, and they said he's very good to the Jews, and because he's very good to the Jews, we have no choice. But they went to many rabbis, and many rabbis agreed, besides Mordechai, agreed that it's not the right thing, but we have no choice, we got to go because Achashverosh is so far not bad with the Jews. We have to go in order to appease him, in order to make sure that he's not getting upset with us. Maybe it's not a right place for a Jew. Maybe for Jewish people should not be in such an environment, and so on and so forth, because the environment, as we know, was not the greatest environment. The food, there's many opinions, it was kosher food for them, but the environment was sure not a good environment for them. But the rabbis still said, many rabbis said, we have no choice. We can't fight with the Rasha called Achashverosh, because so far as good to the Jews, we can't put the Jews in risk. As the Gemara goes through this, there's many explanations on that. So what was the problem? They even had, as we call it in our language, ada echsher. You know, echsher means, right? You have the meat. You look, there's a stamp from the rabbis. It's kosher. So they had echsher too. They had a stamp from the rabbis. That is, the rabbi said it's okay. The rabbis didn't say it's the best thing, but it's okay. Mordechai said, no way, you can't go there. But the other rabbis said, there's no choice. We got to do sometimes things that it's not 100% appropriate in regular times, but in times like this, we have no choice, we got to go. So they did it. So what was so wrong? For that reason, they deserved to get such a decree. And the explanation is, the Rebbe spoke about it once, beautiful, long explanation, but just a point I wanted to say. The explanation is, the Gemara tells us, Nehenu. The Gemara does not say they ate by the feast. The Gemara does not say because they participated in the feast. That was not a problem. Even though this may be a problem too, but it was not the problem that Hashem unfortunately gave us his decree. The problem was because Nehenu. Nehenu means in simple English, they enjoyed. And this is what Hashem was saying. You go to your rabbis, and the rabbis say, you're allowed to go, it's okay. Sometimes you have no choice. It's a test. We got no choice. We got to do it. But you dare, why are you enjoying it? If you dare, you have no choice. You have to be there because you don't want to make trouble, as they said. You don't want to start up with the empire of the world, Ahasuerus, with all the explanations you have. But why do you enjoy it? You dare because you have no choice. Feel like you have no choice. Don't enjoy. That's what the Gemara said. When they got there, they enjoy it. It was geschmack, was good, was nice. They're having fun there. Hashem says, what? If you go right, wrong, it's wrong, probably not, it's not right to go. But at least you feel forced into it, but you don't enjoy it. Mela, I'm not going to do anything about it. Hashem says, I'm nice. But you go there, you know it's not the right thing. But you go there and you enjoyed the company. You enjoy the party. You enjoy being there. That's a problem. A Jew, you have to enjoy only something that God wants you to enjoy. Only something it's really proper and appropriate for you. Yes, sometimes we have no choice. As we have the big story, Rabbi Mangel said it, that when he was fortunate in Auschwitz, and his mother told him, whatever they give you, you have to eat. Even though it's not kosher, because we got to survive. You have to, because that's the law. And he said, we went there, and they gave us salami, self-understood, very not kosher. And they knew they have to eat it. And they ate it. But he said, it was so sickening. They threw up, they couldn't handle it. That's what Hashem says to us. Sometimes you have no choice. A person is not well, you have to eat not kosher. A person is not well, we have to drive on Shabbos. We have to do a lot of stuff that normally we shouldn't do. But why do you enjoy it? When you eat non-kosher because you have no choice, you have to know you have no choice. But enjoy, you shouldn't do. And this is what the Gemara says. It's not because they ate over there, it's because they enjoyed it. A Jew, that's not the right thing to do. And this came the decree, and this is after it Mordechai that he changed the decree. How did he change the decree? That he brought the Jews to a different level, that the joy by them was only one thing: to be with Hashem, to give themselves over to Hashem. As we know, the Jews got then the greatest level of self-sacrifice, Mesirut Nefesh to Hashem. And this is what changed the decree, and this is why we have this beautiful day of Purim, because we showed that we enjoy only one thing: to do and to enjoy the greatness of the mitzvahs of Hashem to us. Have yourself a big Purim, a freiliche Purim, and l'chaim l'chaim.